get too close. Yeah.
While ice fishing on a frozen lake, a family spotted a dog struggling in an icy hole, desperately trying to climb out.
Be careful, be careful, be careful, be careful. Shomalas. Come on, Snowball.
Tranquila, no le va a pasar nada.
Snowball.
Te vas a caer.
Snowball, please. Give me a paw. Agárrame la mano. Is someone calling the owners? Is somebody calling the owners?
Ahí estoy en el Maxa. No, te vas.
Shumara,
te vas a caer. Te vas a caer,
Shumara, you're gonna fall down. You're gonna fall down. Come on.
Te estoy agarrando.
I knew this would happen. Come on. Yes! We did it!
The freezing water was seconds away from pulling it under. Acting quickly, they rushed over, breaking the ice to reach the terrified animal. Every second mattered. The dog was already suffering from hypothermia and frostbite. Working together with urgency, they managed to pull it safely onto solid ground. Once rescued, they likely wrapped it in warm blankets and did everything possible to help it recover. Because of their swift action and compassion, the dog survived what could have been its last moments. A powerful reminder that even small acts of courage can change a life. Sometimes anglers pull up something so bizarre it looks straight out of a sci-fi film, and that's exactly what happened in 2023. At first sight, the creature appeared like a nightmare from Lovecraft's imagination, something that shouldn't even exist on this planet. Yet, it was entirely real. A basket star. Unlike typical starfish, this species can move each of its numerous limbs independently and much faster than its cousins. Dwelling thousands of feet beneath the ocean's surface, basket stars flourish in the deep sea. They extend their long, branching arms, each covered in tiny hooks, to catch drifting prey. Astonishingly, these elusive creatures can live for as long as 35 years in their dark, hidden realm below. During a late-night fishing trip, a group of friends stumbled upon something unusual washed ashore.
Tell me what the fuck this is.
So you think it's like a giant motherfucking fish?
No.
Bro, it's something. This is the tail.
What initially looked like random debris soon drew their attention. It resembled a mermaid's tail. The odd shape quickly ignited curiosity and online debate. Some claimed it was just a torn piece of fabric or carpet, while others believed it might be the remains of a decayed fish, or even part of a much larger sea creature, possibly a whale. Despite countless theories, no one could say for certain what the group had discovered, leaving the mysterious find unanswered and open to speculation. 4. In 2023, a group of fishermen were kayaking in Saugus, Massachusetts, when they made one of the most unforgettable catches of their lives. Instead of pulling in an ordinary fish, they hauled up a massive snapping turtle.
Bro, how do
I can grab him by the tail if I can get there. Oh, it's a good one. Dude, he's fucking huge.
What do I...
The men exchanged shocked reactions as they examined the creature, noting its weathered shell, an impressive size that suggested it had lived in the area for decades.
He's a big fucking boy.
He's a big boy. He's a big boy. Dude, he's huge.
The fishermen found the moment both fascinating and unnerving, fully aware that a snapping turtle's bite is powerful enough to injure or even damage a kayak. Rather than provoke it, they handled the situation with care and respect. understanding the importance of leaving wildlife unharmed. They had come to fish, not to capture turtles. So after ensuring the animal was safe, they gently released it back into the water. Keeping a safe distance, they reminded each other not to get too close, aware that a single mistake could result in serious injury. In the end, they made the right choice, watching the massive turtle disappear beneath the surface before paddling back to their kayaks.
Either.
I don't want to get too close like that.
You will. You rip your hand off, but
You will? How the fuck are you supposed to get out of there, dude?
While enjoying a peaceful afternoon at the lake, a fisherman witnessed something deeply disturbing. A pleco fish swimming without its head. The severe injury to its face suggested it might have been attacked by a snapping turtle, a predatory fish, or perhaps struck by a passing boat propeller. At first, the man believed he had stumbled upon a zombie fish and immediately began filming. Upon closer inspection, it appeared the fish was still somehow alive. Its brain and gills were intact, allowing faint movement. Unfortunately, this was likely its final struggle. Without a mouth to eat or breathe properly, the wounded creature wouldn't survive much longer in the water. In 2021, a group of fishermen was returning from their trip when a flock of seabirds began tailing their boat. Feeling generous, they tossed out some fish, watching the birds dive eagerly for an easy meal. A dock worker in New York came across a strange wooden statue floating along the Hudson River. Worn down by time, cracked, and partially shattered, the object instantly sparked both curiosity and discomfort. Some thought it looked like Pazuzu, the ancient Mesopotamian demon known from The Exorcist, while others feared it was cursed or haunted, claiming someone had tossed it into the water to be rid of it. Many even advised the man to return it before anything unusual occurred. Whether the statue held any dark presence remains uncertain, and to this day, no one knows what the dock worker ultimately decided to do with his unsettling find. In 2022, a woman kayaking along a river while fishing caught something she could hardly believe. For a brief moment, she thought she'd hooked a dinosaur.
What you got? Like a 100-pound turtle. You need my net?
But it wasn't a relic from the past. It was a 100-pound alligator snapping turtle.
God, what a turtle. Let me get over there.
Among the largest freshwater turtles in existence, its massive size left her completely stunned. What makes these turtles so extraordinary isn't only their bulk, but their incredible strength. With a bite force of around 1,000 pounds, their jaws can easily crush bone. Understanding the danger, the woman calmly cut the line, allowing the enormous turtle to slip back into the water unharmed.
Have to cut it.
While fishing offshore one evening, a group of anglers witnessed something completely out of the ordinary. A vivid blue light shooting down from the sky. The sudden glow illuminated the entire horizon, leaving everyone speechless. Theories emerged almost instantly. Some speculated it was space debris burning up as it entered the atmosphere, while others believed it could be a military jet or a classified weapons test. UFO believers, however, insisted it was something far more extraordinary, pointing out that the light moved smoothly and purposefully, unlike any known aircraft or natural event. Whatever it was, one thing was clear: it didn't resemble ordinary lightning. Talking about giant turtles, this was another encounter with a 120-pound alligator snapping turtle discovered in the wild. But unlike most cases, the man involved knew exactly what he was doing. The rescue was led by well-known aquascaper Greg Wittstock.
Okay, watch your feet. You're just bringing them straight to shore.
Who found the turtle trapped in a thick layer of mud and struggling to survive. Despite its enormous size and strength, the creature was in poor condition and needed urgent assistance.
Let's check them out.
Yeah. Let me get out of the boat. Yep, go ahead.
Although alligator snapping turtles have an incredibly strong bite, they seldom act aggressively toward people. With patience and careful handling, as shown here, even a massive animal like this can be saved without injury. In 2015, a 14-year-old girl named Isabel took a picture of her two friends, Nova and Eba, while they were swimming. She planned to upload it to Instagram. But when she checked the photo, she noticed something unsettling in the water beside them. Just beneath the surface, a dark, unclear shape could be seen. Alarmed, Isabel showed the photo to her friends, who were equally disturbed. Once the image made its way online, opinions quickly divided. Some thought it resembled an alien. Others claimed it was a foot, an otter, a fish, a rock, or even a Labrador. Despite countless guesses, the strange figure's true identity has never been determined, leaving the snapshot as another eerie mystery captured by pure chance. In 2021, a fisherman traveled to a remote lagoon in South America hoping to catch some exotic fish. After hours, without success, he finally hooked something completely unexpected. What emerged from the water.
Whoa, dude, that is the strangest fish.
Wasn't a typical fish at all. It was a sucker-mouth catfish. Though the species itself isn't rare, this particular one looked nothing like the usual kind. Its armored skin, ridged plates, and alien-like face left the fisherman completely baffled.
That is the nastiest creature.
Is that? Oh, I mean, that thing looks like it's from outer space.
Unlike most fish, the sucker-mouth catfish can breathe air by surfacing and drawing oxygen through its gills when the water runs low. Because of that strange ability and its otherworldly appearance, the fisherman couldn't help but feel he had caught something straight out of another planet.
That thing is wild.
That is one gnarly fish.
I've never seen anything like that in my life.
13. A group of fishermen stumbled upon something they probably wish they hadn't. A creepy doll wearing a torn, dirt-covered white dress. Its face was smeared with mud and algae, giving it a rotten, disturbingly human look. What made the scene even more unnerving was its size. The doll was nearly the same as a real child. Its blank, soulless eyes appeared to stare right through them, adding to the chilling mood that surrounded the find. Where it came from, or whether it carried something sinister, is still a mystery. Hopefully, the fishermen were smart enough to leave it exactly where it was. 14. Catching rare ocean creatures is always exciting, but it's even more satisfying when the find turns out to be something truly extraordinary and valuable. That's exactly what happened on this fishing trip. There was no camera illusion here. These anglers genuinely caught a real blue lobster. What makes this so remarkable is how uncommon it is. Statistically, only 1 in 2 million lobsters is born with this striking sapphire color.
These blue lobsters, but there's no way. They have got to be way more rare. This is the same general area where I got the blue lobster last year. My father just...
Although blue lobsters can be bred in captivity for exhibitions, discovering one naturally in the wild is nearly impossible, like spotting a living, glowing Pokemon in the sea. This particular lobster was identified as female and marked for protection, meaning it had to be released back into the ocean. A once-in-a-lifetime experience these fishermen will never forget.
That is a very, very pretty blue. It's a female with a big V-notch in her tail, so that means it's got to be released.
While walking along a river, a group of friends witnessed something deeply unsettling.
Watch a mermaid, a swan. Alive! Jesus Christ! Oh my God! Jesus!
A strange figure emerging from the water at Flatbridge, Jamaica, before vanishing moments later. Its human-like shape and eerie, fluid movements quickly ignited speculation online. Some wondered if it could have been a mermaid. Jamaican folklore is filled with legends of water spirits, especially the River Mama, said to protect hidden treasures beneath the currents. Skeptics, however, argued it might have been floating debris, an animal, or even a staged hoax. Still, the video remains unclear, leaving many to question, was this a real brush with the unknown? Or merely another illusion caught on camera? We've seen plenty of people pull incredible creatures from the ocean, but sometimes nature itself does it far better. This moment perfectly shows that balance. At first, it just looks like a bird catching its lunch. Yet beneath the surface, two seals are working together to drive fish toward the bird above. It's an unspoken collaboration. A fascinating display of teamwork between species without any communication. In the end, it serves as a simple but powerful reminder of how perfectly nature maintains harmony, the true circle of life unfolding right before our eyes. Jason Nelson and his friend were ice fishing in Utah when they came across something strange frozen into the lake's surface.
What the fuck is it?
So foggy.
Alright, I'll touch it.
Can't touch it.
Oh, did you see it?
Slimy?
Yeah!
Use a stick or something.
So, what the fuck is it? Touch it.
Gross. Gross.
Oh, weird.
What if it's like a disease?
Spread across a patch of cloudy ice were hundreds of egg-like spheres arranged in neat, symmetrical rows. The odd formations looked soft and somewhat slimy, yet completely still, leaving the pair uncertain whether they were frozen solid or quietly dormant below the ice, perhaps waiting to hatch. Speculation soon erupted online. Some claimed they could be the eggs of a rare aquatic species or insect larvae, while others believed they were a mysterious natural phenomenon still not understood. The findings stirred both curiosity and unease, as many wondered if these strange shapes were part of an undiscovered ecosystem or something beyond human comprehension. 18. Seals are often nicknamed the dogs of the sea, not only for their playful attitude, but also for their friendly, social habits. And this clip captures that perfectly. These boaters never expected a hungry seal to suddenly climb aboard.
Get in the boat, look at him. Oh my God! Wow! Is he supposed to do that? Oh my God!
Without hesitation, the bold creature leapt onto the deck, completely unconcerned about whether it was invited. It seemed to sense there were fish nearby. And it was absolutely right. Thankfully, the group didn't mind their unexpected guest. They laughed in amazement as the seal settled in comfortably, enjoying its well-deserved feast.
Oh my God, did I forget you? I'm gonna get in the tank myself. Oh my Lord. Oh, yay!
A Reddit user known as P. Ruthless once recounted a story about their father, who often spent his evenings watching the sunset from a levee overlooking the Mississippi River in Louisiana. Across the road stood an old plantation. One evening, while relaxing there, he noticed something strange near the plantation and decided to take a photo. At first, he thought it was a person, but when he looked again, the figure had vanished. That unsettling feeling of being watched stayed with him long after, enough that he never went back to that spot again. 20. Sometimes fishermen encounter creatures so rare they can hardly believe their luck. Take this group, for example. They thought they had hooked an ordinary green mahi-mahi. But the moment they pulled it from the water, everything changed.
There we go. What's up, dude?
Mija.
Look at that. Don't let him fall off.
Mahi-mahi are known for their ability to alter colors depending on their surroundings. Normally, when stressed, they appear bright green or yellow as they're lifted from the ocean. Yet on very rare occasions, when the fish remains calm, its body can hold a shimmering shade of blue even after being caught.
But go this way, over here.
Yep,
That's pretty. Wow.
Watch out.
Mudflat mystery. The strange incident occurred in the mudflats of North Queensland on August 8th. While filming during low tide, a cameraman spotted something sticking out of the shallow mud. At first, he assumed it was a crocodile, until he realized it wasn't moving like one. The shape appeared too smooth, too motionless. As he zoomed in, the object gradually sank beneath the surface, almost as if it didn't want to be seen. The short clip left everyone questioning what exactly he had stumbled upon hiding out there in the mud. Something massive was spotted moving just beneath the surface of Lochmorrie Lake, its outline faintly visible through the murky water. Locals quickly took interest, and even a nearby museum joined in the search. A drone was flown over the lake to get a clearer look, but instead of solving the mystery, it only deepened it. The footage quickly went viral, sparking endless theories. Some insisted it was Chesapeake, the fabled creature from Chesapeake Bay, while others believed it could be something far older, perhaps even a humanoid fish. 23 humanoid fish. While spending time on a peaceful lake, a man spotted something strange moving just below the surface. Part fish, part eerily human. The creature surfaced and dipped again, its fins faintly visible and its face disturbingly familiar. Both intrigued and uneasy, he started recording. When he later shared the video with friends, they zoomed in and discovered what he had actually filmed. Not a lake monster, but a sheep's head fish, a real species recognized for its unsettling, human-like teeth. With such a bizarre appearance, it's easy to understand why many mistake it for something born from a nightmare. 24. A fisherman quietly working aboard his small boat got a harsh reminder of how unpredictable the ocean can be. The clip starts with him leaning over the edge, adjusting something near the stern, his legs hanging loosely in the water. Out of nowhere, a massive tiger shark charges straight at him. In an instant, he pulls back just before the predator's jaws snap shut beneath him. Luckily, he escapes without injury, keeping both legs intact, and a story he'll never forget. Two sisters spent a peaceful afternoon beside the river, laughing, chatting, and snapping a few photos to remember the day. Everything seemed ordinary until later, when they began looking through the pictures. One photo instantly caught their attention. In it, one sister appeared strangely altered. Her face, her expression, even her body language looked wrong. They both agreed it didn't resemble her at all. There was something deeply unsettling about it, as if the camera had captured a version of her that wasn't really there. 26. In November 2012, 36-year-old fisherman Jose Salvador Alvarenga from El Salvador embarked on what was supposed to be a short 2-day shark fishing trip off Mexico's coast. A violent storm hit, wrecking his equipment and leaving him and his 22-year-old partner, Ezequiel Cordoba, stranded at sea.
Padre Señor bendito de hoy, que me volcó la lancha. Al segundo tumbo me tiré. La lancha, yo andaba nadando. Yo me alejaba de la lancha porque no me golpeara. La lancha la y así me tiré nadando. Llegando a tierra, ya no pude caminar.
They managed to survive by catching fish, turtles, and seabirds, drinking rainwater, turtle blood, and even their own urine. When food ran low, Alvarenga resorted to chewing his fingernails just to stay alive. After around 10 weeks, Cordoba succumbed to illness and starvation, leaving Alvarenga completely alone. He drifted across the Pacific for more than 14 months, nearly 6,500 miles, spotting ships that never saw him. Finally, on January 30th, 2014, he reached Eben Atoll in the Marshall Islands, where locals rescued him. Though some have doubted certain details, his ordeal remains one of the most incredible survival stories in maritime history. Fishing and his buddies were spending a quiet day at an urban creek near the city when the calm was suddenly broken by the sound of police sirens. Moments later, a man came sprinting through the shallow water, leaping to the opposite bank before disappearing into the trees.
Oh my gosh.
For sure on the path.
Holy cow. Oh my gosh. Oh, there's a dude right there. Let's go. Let's go. He ran, jumped down, ran across and got up on the other side. Yeah. Let's just walk a little.
Within seconds, police officers arrived, asking if anyone had seen him. Jay showed them the footage he had just taken, capturing the suspect racing through the creek. The video helped officers determine which direction the fugitive had gone. What started as a peaceful afternoon of fishing quickly turned into a real-life police chase, leaving everyone startled and wondering who the man was and what he had done. 28. Dale Hansher went out on Okanagan Lake in British Columbia with his wife Colleen and her friend Myra for a relaxing day of sailing. But during the trip, something unusual in the water caught their attention. A dark figure moving just beneath the surface. They steered their boat within about 10 feet to get a better view and managed to take a photo. The object appeared to have two distinct humps spaced apart, unlike anything they'd seen before. Dale now wonders if they may have encountered Okanagan's most famous legend, the Ogopogo. Some viewers claim the image reveals a wolf-like head, while others argue it's merely an aquatic bird or a moose seen from an odd angle. Whatever it was, the sighting continues to keep the mystery of the lake monster alive. 29. Giant catch. It happened on the Fraser River in Washington a few months ago when a fisherman hooked something massive lurking just below the surface. The water thrashed violently as the line pulled tight, and when the creature finally broke through, everyone nearby stood frozen in shock. It was enormous. Its body long and covered in thick, armor-like plates that gave it an ancient, almost prehistoric look. Once its full size became clear, the fishermen could hardly believe what they were seeing. Experts who later analyzed the footage concluded the creature was most likely a sturgeon, one of North America's largest freshwater fish. Yet this particular catch appeared far beyond normal, a true monster of the river. 30. Creeper of Krabi. Off the coast of Krabi in southwestern Thailand, a fisherman made a catch so bizarre it could easily haunt your sleep. The fish's face looked unnervingly human, with big lips, bulging eyes, and a downturned mouth that made it seem oddly emotional, almost sad. When the fisherman realized it was staring right back at him, he nearly threw it overboard in shock. Luckily, he didn't, because the strange fish had no teeth and was much smaller than others of its kind. Experts couldn't agree on what species it was, leaving people online to wonder what kind of mysterious creature might be hiding in those tropical waters. 31. Rodney had spent the day filming nature and fishing, capturing tranquil scenes along the shoreline. That evening, while reviewing his clips, he spotted something odd, a faint movement in the upper left corner of one shot. Behind the brush, barely noticeable, a tall shape appeared to be watching from a distance. He hadn't seen anything unusual at the time, but now it was undeniable. After he shared the footage online, skeptics quickly dismissed it due to the low resolution. Yet Rodney still believes that something, or someone, was truly there that day. While enjoying a calm afternoon of fishing, a man spotted something disturbing beneath the river's surface. the faint outline of a car resting underwater. As he looked closer, the shape became more defined, resembling an old Buick LeSabre. So far, no official statements or updates have been issued regarding the discovery, leaving open the question of whether the vehicle had simply been abandoned or if someone was trapped inside. Hopefully, the man reported it to authorities, and whatever happened there wasn't as grim as it seemed. A fisherman stumbled upon a creature so bizarre it left him completely stunned. At first, it seemed to be a snake, long, smooth, and twisting through the water. But when the camera zoomed in, something even more unsettling appeared. Hundreds of tiny legs rippling along its length. After doing some research, it was identified as most likely a species of sea worm, though its eerie, snake-like motion made it look as if it had come straight from a nightmare. 35. A fisherman was shocked when he caught an unusual, soft pink creature from the ocean. It had no eyes or limbs and moved in a slow, twisting motion. Its jelly-like texture made it hard to identify, leaving many completely baffled. Some thought it might be a type of sea cucumber, while others believed it was something never seen before. After further investigation, it was confirmed to be Euricus caupo, more commonly called the innkeeper worm, or famously, the penis fish. Typically found along North America's west coast, this bizarre worm digs U-shaped tunnels in the sand and feeds by spreading a sticky mucus net to trap plankton. The glowing fish encounter. While sailing offshore, a man recorded a huge fish gliding beside his boat. As it neared, a strange orange glow appeared within its body, illuminating the surrounding water. Some viewers claimed it was only a reflection or clever editing, while others believed bioluminescent bacteria might explain the effect. Still, the footage felt strangely unnatural. After rewatching it several times, many began suspecting the clip was AI-generated. The creature's flickering outline and vanishing details seemed too artificial. Whatever the truth, the mysterious video divided opinions, leaving everyone uncertain about what they had actually seen. 37. While browsing Google Street View for potential fishing spots in Estonia, a man noticed something strange beneath the water's surface. Close to the rim of a meteor crater, a dark, shadowy shape appeared to be resting underwater. Some thought it might be a submerged boat, while others suggested it was just a reflection caused by the sunlight. Yet no matter how he adjusted the angle, the odd figure remained in the exact same place, leaving everyone to wonder what could actually be hiding there. 38. In Australia, a snorkeler stumbled upon a peculiar scene. A mullet fish with a gold wedding ring tightly stuck around its body. It likely picked up the ring while feeding along the sandy seabed, and it somehow slipped over its head. This wasn't an isolated case either. Locals had reported spotting 2 ring-wearing mullets for months, their metallic shine glimmering beneath the surface. Experts explain that mullets often become trapped this way while scavenging for food. The snorkeler attempted to catch and release the fish but failed, leaving the ringed mullet to keep swimming, a living mystery under the waves. While paddleboarding across a calm, winding lake, someone noticed something disturbing. A kayak partially submerged near the shoreline brush. This part of the lake wasn't reachable on foot. No paths, no docks, just still water surrounded by thick vegetation. The kayak didn't seem to have been there long. No algae, no damage, nothing indicating it was abandoned. The site immediately raised questions. Who brought it here? And why leave it like this, in such a remote place? It didn't seem like an accident or forgetfulness. It felt like something far more unsettling, perhaps even a sign of foul play. Just off the southeastern coast of North Carolina, a peculiar video once left viewers baffled. Filmed near Morehead City's harbor, the footage showed a long, shadowy shape gliding smoothly through the water. It surfaced now and then, almost as if coming up for air, sparking endless online debates after going viral in early 2023. Some thought it was an undiscovered marine creature, while others boldly suggested it could even be the Loch Ness Monster. But the mystery didn't last long. The man behind the camera, Captain Daniel, later clarified what it really was: a young right whale, separated from its mother and drifting alone near the port. That's it for tonight. Which moment creeped you out the most? Drop it in the comments. Have your own story? Share it with us, and stay tuned. The next one is even darker.